Well, welcome back. I guess I'll be doing episode 63, admittedly. Last one was an epilogue, but I thought, considering I'm trying to get the plot, and I might as well show off the, at least this exclusive mission, because this one, from what I've been told, is probably the most interesting of the exclusive missions. So I thought I might as well show it off. I was interested. Let's see what we've got.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Sure.
I'll do whatever I can.
I'll do murder mystery.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right...
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries me. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Mate, I haven't done that much. Blimey. I've been in this just over 2 hours as character. Oh my gosh. I might as well teleport to Hogsmeade then. It's a bit weird they've got this one exclusive mission and that's it. I miss not having a broom. God damn it. Oh yeah. You realise what you miss when you don't have it. I'm still a bit annoyed it forces you to blooming get so far into story of each house. Most of it's fine, it's just the tutorial takes absolutely forever and is boring after the first attempt, it really is.
These rocks have seen better days.
Just gives me the teleport back here again. First quest.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the first quest.
Here you are.
Oh, there it is.
I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Oh, it's just house all that is.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban.
Really?
It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's
That's a
spurious
crap
testimony.
trial, isn't it?
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery.
I'm guessing.
Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
I'm guessing because you solve his murder and all the other ones, technically, I guess she gets freed in all of them. Just you don't hear about him.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly and then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul. Never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
But of typical racism.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that
I'm
horrible place.
not sure I know what
We'll be there in
splinching
but
is.
a moment.
I'm assuming it's like Star Trek if the teleport goes wrong. Oof. The internals end up one area. Interesting, not for Dementors.
Expecto Patronum!
Why do Dementors? What's the point of Dementors as guardians if they always fully attack everyone?
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
But I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Pretty awful.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
Fucking horrendous place.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
Wow, I mean, even normal human Victorian Joe's better than this. You got a hole to crap in. Leaking. So we probably kept alive barely. Bucket there. That's what you're supposed to poop in. Ow. Hey, what you bucket? Can't help you.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
This one any different? Oh, so. Great. Kind of reason why I wouldn't send Sebastian here. No humane.
There. Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
Blimey,
I'm a
she's
student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins? Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Yeesh.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Okay.
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. This looks intriguing.
I'm gonna guess most of this is the same. Just the beginning and the end. Try to skim through the cave very quickly. Don't know what's wrong. It's just down here. May have found me through the forest.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Revelio. Accio. Oh, that's done something.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue behind? Revelio. Accio.
You're right, but thank you. I wanted a chest. I don't know why I want a chest, but some instinct.
A note from Jackdaw.
Yeah, why not?
Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? I should investigate.
Yeah, died because the keepers are a bit of douches.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been travelling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped it in the
them.
cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
Thank you.
I shall see you there.
No, he loses his head.
This place has seen better days.
Okay. Where is it going to be located? Go on, update the map, please. Or don't. Come on. I have to run back to this person though. Go. Where's the salmon shab? God damn it, do I really? Right then, looks like I may pause on this for a while. And we're back.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Yeah, well, he's dead. He's not got much benefit of lying to you, does he? I wonder if the majority of this quest is the same. Once I find the cave, if it seems mostly the same, I'll pause it until we get to the end of it.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is. Just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
It's funny how we don't actually get to mention to the keepers that, oh, by the way, I found a person murdered.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Murdered the importance of student and got another one locked behind in Asperon for like the rest of their life. How do you feel good about it?
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now.
Dude,
let's see where Jackdaw
just casually killed some people. No problem. No problem at all.
I wonder how big this place is.
Don't really care, really.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads.
I think this bit's going the same, so I'm gonna pause it here, guys. I'll get near the end where I'm gonna get the different unique bits of this quest. We'll get to that. Just in case the cutscenes trigger straight after the thing, I'll do it. I'll start here.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Do I not continue the whole thing about... I don't know what not.
Revelio.
What do you want?
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Okay. No, there wasn't it.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
I'll say I don't give a... Who's this one? Hello. Wait, what? Wait, are we... Is that it? We're not actually...
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace.
Oh,
What can be done?
A map. I wonder where it leads.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Okay, I'm gonna check something. That surely can't be the end of that quest. Surely not. Well, just knocked it up apparently. Later on you get a message or something that Jackdaw's ghost will go and get her freed, essentially. And that's it. It's a bit disappointing that they didn't actually tie up the end. So much of this game would have been so much better if they had more time to finish things.
Revelio.
So much unfinished stuff. It's actually really annoying. And it's a tragic shame because you could see unbelievable potential. Oh well. Hopefully I get DLC and whatnot. Right then. I think I'll call it. I thought this would be an interesting one. A little disappointing, but I think this will be the last one. I don't think I'll bother showing the Gryffindor Slytherin ones. Apparently this was the most interesting of the versions.
Shame Bardock thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Anyway, this will be the finale of this series.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock.
I'm not entirely sure what I'll do next. As a single playthrough, I plan on doing maybe a multiplayer Wild Hearts. We'll see how that goes. Would do a playthrough of Metroid, but people get frustrated with me taking my time with it. Decisions. Well, until then, goodbye.